All right, guys. I don't know if you've been watching Jim University. Kind of a big event going on. But yesterday, Ludwig told me that I kind of suck at everything that I do. Let's talk about it. And man, am I bad at YouTube. My long form content creation besides streaming has been horrible to say the least. Let's look at this. Let's look at this together. Let me just view my channel, and then I will show y'all. Okay. Here are my YouTube videos. The last one I posted was 2 months ago, and it was episode 1 of Outer Wilds. And before that, I posted a lot of Kerbal Space Program, and I was pretty consistent with that, and they did pretty decent. Okay, 1K views on this video. And then I just didn't take advantage of that. Life is Strange. I mean, I was consistent. Player Obscure was consistent. But I just stopped posting even though I streamed and did other stuff. And I don't know why. Truthfully. And so I really want to make the effort at putting out more YouTube videos, whether they be good or bad, but at least getting into the habit of posting them. And so today is the first day of getting into that habit. Now, a YouTube video won't be going up today, but today we are recording this video that you're watching right now. And probably 2 others just from today alone that will be posted. I'll probably split them up. I'll probably do 1 to 2 a day. And I just want to at least edit my VOD and then push it out. And then I have my VOD channel where I'll just put the whole thing. But I definitely do agree with Ludwig that having a YouTube channel that is kept up to date, besides short form, right? Because, I mean, if we look at my shorts, I post shorts every day. Every day, if not, I miss 1 day a week that I don't post shorts. But I consistently have shorts going up. But let's say someone sees a short, or someone sees my Instagram Reels, which also go up every single day, and they want more of me. They want something long, and they're like, oh, he's a streamer, maybe he's live. And what if I'm not live that day? If I'm not live that day, and I don't have any recent YouTube videos of something interesting that they want to watch, or like that shows them that they can keep coming back to my channel, what's going to make them stick around when they can watch the big people that already do what they want me to do, right? So today is the first day of fixing that. Now, how am I going to fix that? How does one person fix that? Well, let's look at some examples. And like I said, and like I will say, Ludwig has been my inspiration for content creation and for and how I want to be as a content creator, how frequent I want to do it, and like the quality that I want to give to my viewers. And so let's look at his channel. This is Ludwig's channel. Now he doesn't post every single day, at least on his main channel, but he posts enough to where, let's say you couldn't make it to the stream that day and you want to watch something, but you don't want to watch the VOD. You have something that you can watch. You have something that you can go back to watch. And oh, you don't want to... I think these are like more of his like bigger, like more planned videos on, or that take a while. And then you go to Ludwig, and this is more like VOD cut videos. But look how much he pulls on this channel. And look how consistent it is. This is, I mean, like 15 hours ago, 17 hours ago, 22 hours. Like, obviously he has a team that is going in, cutting out these segments and then posting them up as their own episodes. which is crazy, which is what I could be. I mean, this is a 20 minute video out of his long stream that he did. And so I 12-minute video here, 9-minute video here of him just ranking movies. And I could just do stuff like that. I think I've been putting too much pressure, which I feel like a lot of us like new, smaller content creators do. We put a lot of pressure into wanting to do big quality things when you can do smaller quality things. I mean, of course, he's him, right? That's the biggest Orlob of the century. Me on his channel, of course he's him, and then cut to an edit of him. But like a less than 10-minute video getting 72,000 views of him just ranking movies. Anybody can do that, right? Anybody can do that, but you have to have the audience that'll watch you do that. Obviously, like if I posted this video and Cinephile saw it, they'd be like, "Who is this guy? Like, why would I care why he's ranking it?" But I mean, 6-minute video of him talking about his engagement. I think this is proof, at least within him, that they don't have to be these crazy big productions that I stress myself out with. That I'm like, I need to do something like this in order to get popular. Now, of course, starting out, I do need to do something like he has here on his main channel, which is, he called it packaging in his class. Packaging is the title and the thumbnail. What catches your eye whenever you're scrolling through? Because if I'm scrolling through YouTube, right, I'm scrolling this fast. I'm scrolling like this just to see if there's something that I like. Am I gonna, like, let's look at my channel, for example, of a bad example. If I'm scrolling through YouTube and I see this video, like nothing, like squint and scroll, because like if you're scrolling fast, nothing pops out on these Kerbal ones. Nothing makes you think like, oh, this is a special Kerbal video. Nothing pops out on this Outer Wilds video that would make people want to click on it. And that's what he was talking about, packaging. Now look at this. Nobody cares about, I don't even know what I'm saying. Nobody looks too in-depth on a thumbnail, is what I'm trying to say. Nobody is like staring at a thumbnail like, is this the thumbnail that I'm gonna watch? What just happened? Nobody stares at a thumbnail and says, this is the thumbnail that I'm going to watch, right? They look at it, they say, oh, that looks somewhat interesting, and then they move on. 1 second, sorry, fixing some stuff. And then they move on. So you need to make your thumbnails, your packaging, as clickbaity as possible. As clickbaity as possible to pull the people in and see that your video is worth watching compared to the other 1 million videos that they are seeing on their feed. And I mean, plainly, I haven't been doing that. And I think this is a huge step in where I can grow as a creator on a social media platform. Because like as consistent as I am on TikTok, on YouTube Shorts, and on Instagram, having the longevity of YouTube and a consistent form of media that someone can sit down and eat their lunch to, right? Everyone works 8 hours a day. Not everyone is watching stuff throughout the day. Nobody can catch your stream every single day. But you know what people do every day? They eat. They eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And I feel like most people, when they're doing those things, they watch something. At least if you're like me, if you're like most people that like YouTubers, that like streamers, you have a YouTube video or a stream on while you're eating. And to have something up every day that somebody can watch and eat to, that is a consistent thing that they can add to their schedule, and you are now a part of their life consistently. That sounds crazy, but that's what it is. And so all in all, I think this is the next step. I definitely got to thank Mr. Ludwig for all his advice in his classes. Even if I'm not at Streamer University, I'm getting so much knowledge from him. And yeah, I think that's the next step. Yeah.